Welcome back, everyone. We're excited to be in Legoopolis for our first round of qualifiers in 2019. The course is set and ready for our contestants to take it on.
There will be 25 competitors attempting the course today, and the top 6 will advance to the finals. Our competitors are eagerly awaiting their start down in the bullpen, and our fans that are here with us are finishing taking their seats. While we wait for them to get settled, let's hear about what the course has in store.
Our competitors will make their start across a new obstacle, the shrinking steps, then swing across the chain to the second challenge, the returning arm rings from Season 3. That's followed by the seesaw, a perilous new obstacle that will test their balance and timing. Next is the glass wedge from Season 2, followed by the standard salmon ladder. Once the competitors through the ladder, they must slide across the altered beam shimmy from Season 3. The final challenge is the warped wall. To complete the course, the competitor must scale the wall and ring the buzzer. Good luck, everyone!
Up first, we have Batman. He was our Season 1 champion, and in Season 2 he sat it out, but Season 3 he came back and went to the top 10 in the finals. Let's see how he does today with a few new obstacles in Season 4. And here he goes on the shrinking steps. He's made it across, no problem there. He's going up the arm rings. Batman has great upper body strength, so that was no challenge. But the seesaw, that could be difficult. And it looks like he flipped over the end and lost control. Sorry, Batman. Good job, though. Next we have Hermione Granger, who is conquering the arm rings, which stopped her last year. The seesaw is before her. And like Batman, it looks like this obstacle was too difficult for her. Let's see if our Season 3 champion can complete the course. Here is Sonic the Hedgehog, who flew through the Legoopolis qualifiers last year and conquered the Lost Legos finals to become our champion. He is coming up on the seesaw, which has been a difficult obstacle so far, and he's through with a somersault at the end. He has the glass wedge, which is a new obstacle for him, but he has zipped right through it. Sonic is known for being very quick on these courses. He has the back end of the course in front of him, which he is taking a steadier pace at. He is over the salmon ladder and making his way down the beam shimmy, which he conquered with ease last year. The last obstacle is the warped wall, and it looks like it's not going to stop Sonic from becoming our first competitor to finish, and he's done it. He is our first competitor through. Great job. Returning from Season 1 is Jar Jar Binks, who promised us that he's trained hard for this day, and he is beginning his run, and oh my heavens, he has failed the course faster than anyone ever has, beating his previous record from Season 1. Will he ever learn? Come on, Jar Jar. The next few competitors struggled on the front end of the course. Peter Venkman, a Ghostbuster, was unable to get through the arm rings. He was followed by Alex, who was a finalist last year. She was bested by the seesaw, which continues to be a challenge for our competitors. And then newcomer Gamora was unable to get through the arm rings, which was unfortunate, because we always are cheering on our newcomers. Fan favorite Lloyd Garmadon was able to break the curse of the front end of the course and make it to the warp wall. Let's see how he's doing. This final challenge is still in front of him, but with ease he has made it up and become the second competitor to get through the course tonight. Great job. Next we have Patrick Starr, who's halfway through the course. Somehow he lucked his way through the seesaw, but the glass wedge is a difficult challenge, and it looks like he's losing it, and yes, Patrick Starr has fallen at the glass wedge. Here's another new face. We have Daisy Duck from Duckburg, who's at the seesaw, and the seesaw claims another victim. Great job, though. Buttercup is making her way past the seesaw and has the glass wedge in front of her, which she is just leaping across, but that was her downfall. And Moana, a former finalist, is at the beam shimmy, but that defeated her. Way to be here, though. From Overwatch, we have Diva, a gamer/pilot from South Korea. She hasn't broken a sweat on these upper body challenges as she goes through the salmon ladder and the beam shimmy. And her friends from Overwatch are cheering her on. She is going up the warp wall, and yes, she will be our third person to finish today. Great job. Another longtime competitor, Darth Maul, has removed his cape as he takes on the shrinking steps. He's through those. In Season 1, he went to the finals but was unable to get through an obstacle. And in Season 2, he was one of the runner-ups in the finals. Darth Maul has a long history of being here with us, and he's through the seesaw. It's always good to see him performing well. The glass wedge is before him. He's sliding his way across, Oh, he has slipped off the glass wedge. This is unfortunate. We're sorry to see you out, Darth Maul. B.A. Baracus is moving past Darth Maul as he finishes the salmon ladder and moves to the beam shimmy. He did not transition well there, and he is running out of steam, losing his grip, and he's down. Aragorn is up the salmon ladder. This defeated him last year, but Aragorn is the conqueror this time. His friends are cheering him on as he comes up on the final obstacle, the warped wall. If he gets through this, he'll be our 4th person to finish, and he has. Way to go, Aragorn. We're glad you made it. And here is arguably our cutest competitor, Unikitty. These are always a challenge for her as she does not have hands or arms, and she was unable to get onto the chain, but that's okay, she's still adorable. Longtime fan favorite, the Master Chief, who's been with us since Season 1's Legoopolis qualifier. Last season he was a runner-up in the finals. Let's see how he does tonight. He is getting a little bit older, but he's still showing some spunk. Here comes the seesaw, which has been brutal tonight, but the Master Chief defeats it. He has the glass wedge in front of him, another tough obstacle, and he was unable to get a good grip.
Chief, any words for your fans?
It has been an honor to entertain humanity.
Thanks, Chief.
2 superhero favorites followed the Master Chief. Captain America, Steve Rogers from Brooklyn, went up the salmon ladder, but during the transition to the beam shimmy, he lost his grip and went down. He was followed by the Green Arrow, Oliver Queen, who is a dominator of the salmon ladder in the past, but today he was unable to make it up the salmon ladder as he got stuck and fell to the water. Another strange new face is at the starting line. It's the big bad wolf, straight out of a fairy tale. He is at the arm rings, working his way up, but he lost his handle and went down. Jack Sparrow is at the glass wedge. 2 years ago he was defeated by this obstacle, but he must have been practicing because he worked his way right through it. He is at the warped wall as his pirate buddies watch on. He's making his way up, and he is our 5th competitor to complete the course tonight. Excellent work. The seesaw continued its dominant reign over our competitors as Macy from Nexo took on the seesaw but was thrown into the water. She was followed by Andrea from Heart Lake City, who was beaten by the arm rings last year, but she was beaten by the seesaw this year. What a tough obstacle. Our final competitor of the evening is Batgirl, who has spent the last year training with LEGO Ninja Warrior champion Batman. And even though he lost on the seesaw, it seems the training paid off because Batgirl is through. She is at the glass wedge as her friends from Gotham watch on. Half of the course is behind her, which is how far she got last season until she slipped up and fell in the water. But she always has a smile on her face, which we appreciate. She is at the beam shimmy. Only one obstacle stands between her and finishing the Legoopolis qualifiers. And she is up. She's about to ring the buzzer to become the 6th competitor to finish this evening. Way to go. We're proud of you, Batgirl. What an explosive start to this season. Our 6 competitors who will advance are Sonic the Hedgehog, Lloyd Garmadon, Diva, Aragorn, Jack Sparrow, and Batgirl. We're excited to see them in Lost Legos, and stay tuned for the next episode, which will take place in Bricktown. Thanks for watching, everyone. We appreciate everyone's support. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to share it with others, and stay tuned for the rest of Season 4.
Welcome back, everyone. We're sorry for the delay after the Legoopolis event, but we are here in Bricktown for our 2nd round of qualifiers. It's our 4th time in this town for LEGO Ninja Warrior.
We are very excited to get this event going, and we hope you are excited as well. Again, we apologize for the delay, but we are thrilled to be here. The crowd of minifigure fans are still piling in, and our 25 competitors are rearing to go. Let's see what's happening tonight.
In the Bricktown qualifiers, the competitors will face 7 challenges, starting by crossing the shrinking steps and swinging over to the returning wall lifts, which are heavier than ever this season. The twisting steps are back and as slippery as ever to cross. The 4th obstacle is the beam crawl, which took down a lot of warriors last year. The regular salmon ladder is 5th and is followed by a new obstacle, the Ferris wheels. 2 wheels the competitors must brave by swinging across. The final challenge is the warped wall. Our top 6 competitors must either ring the bell or make it the furthest to advance. Good luck, everyone!
Our first competitor of the evening is Emmett Brakowski, the special from Bricksburg. Emmett has been with us for 3 seasons now. He is passing the wall lifts. Remember, that's a lot heavier this year, and his friends are cheering him on from the side. It's always good to have good friends. Emmett has the beam crawl next. Will he have the endurance to get through? Doesn't look like it's a problem for Emmett this year. He's got a lot of endurance. Now, Emmett's no stranger to making it to the finals either. He made it to the end of round 2 of Season 2's finals, but was beaten by the slab lift. Will he be able to make it again? He's at the new Ferris wheels and lost his grip there. Sorry, Emmett. We're sorry to see you go. First timer Jay, the Ninja of Lightning, is passing the twisted steps. He's doing pretty well for a first time. His other Ninjago friends have competed many times. Uh-oh. Jay's losing his grip, and he has fallen in the middle of the beam crawl. Too bad for Jay. Kayla Phoenix of the Ultra Agent series is at the Twisted Steps. These are merciless, and it looks like they are claiming their first victim. We'll see you later, Kayla. And here is a fan favorite from last season returning. It is T'Challa, the Black Panther, who is flying over the Twisted Steps with his cat-like style. The beam crawl is next, and he is taking it head first, which seems to be a smart move for him as he has blown through that obstacle. The salmon ladder is next. Let's take a look back at Season 3. Black Panther made it to round 2 of the finals, but the salmon ladder tripped him up halfway through and claimed his chance of making it to the end. Let's see how he does in Season 4. He is the first competitor to make it through the Ferris wheel, and it looks like the warp wall is going to be no problem as he clambers right up it. And he has rung the buzzer to become our first competitor to finish. Great job. And right behind Black Panther is Shaggy, who also has made it through the Ferris wheels. Boy, he launched right through it. And he is running up the warped wall. Shaggy has been with us all 4 seasons, and this is his first time finishing. Great job. Looks like emotions are running high up there.
Shaggy, after 4 years, you made it. Congrats!
Zoinks! It's scary and awesome to finally advance. And speaking of emotions running high, the hot-headed brother of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Raphael, is coming up on the salmon ladder. He has the perilous Ferris wheel next, and it looks like it's claimed another victim. Sorry, Raph, he looks pretty upset. We had several competitors struggle all across the course after Raphael. Harry Potter of Hogwarts made it to the second wall lift, but he struggled to get that extra heavy wall off the ground and called it quits. Luke Cage, the Power Man, made it through the wall lifts no problem, but he lost his footing on the twisted steps as they proved a little too difficult to cross. Next, we had Cora from Tron. She made it to the beam crawl, but ran out of stamina halfway through and fell into the water. And then Aaron Gilbert, a Ghostbuster from New York, made it to the Ferris wheel, but the first one was too much for her to handle. Now back towards the beginning of the course, we have Marty McFly on the twisted steps. They're a bit of a challenge, but he leapt to safety there, and he made it. Let's look back at Season 3. He rode up to the start in style on his hoverboard, but the twisted steps beat him, so it's great to see him overcome that personal challenge. The Ferris wheels are next for Marty, and he has made it through. Only the warped wall stands between him and the finals. And he is up. Great job, Marty. It's great to see you finally make it to the Lost Legos finals. Starfire of the Teen Titans is next. She is through the twisted steps. The beam crawl is next. All of these obstacles have been very difficult for all of our competitors tonight, and Starfire is a victim of the beam crawl. She looks distraught down there. 3 Disney stars were next. We had Mickey Mouse show up in his Steamboat Willie outfit, but that top hat made him too top-heavy on the twisted steps, and he fell into the water. Hercules, a hero from Greece, came next. The strength challenges were no problem for Hercules. He flew up the salmon ladder, but the Ferris wheel required more than just strength, and he slipped and fell into the water as well. But Aladdin of Agrabah did what they could not do, and he made it up the warped wall and is our 4th finalist that will advance. Great job, Aladdin. Back towards the start, we have Homer Simpson of Springfield at the wall lifts. And oh my goodness, he has gotten stuck under the second wall lift. Our clone trooper is helping him out. That required extra outside help, so I'm sorry, Homer, you are disqualified. Owen Grady of Jurassic World is at the start. He has to make it through these shrinking steps. So far, everyone has had no problem, but he tripped, and he wasn't able to grab the chain. We'll see you, Owen. It's been a wild night already, and we still have several competitors to go. Star Wars heroes and villains were next. Boba Fett, the bounty hunter, made it through the beam crawl, but unfortunately, the salmon ladder got the better of him, and he fell into the water. Mandalorians do not like defeat. General Grievous was next, and he beat the beam crawl, which he fell on last season, but unfortunately, the Ferris wheels, he did not make a good connection, and he was disqualified.
Grievous, you came so close. What happened?
It's difficult with this heavy robotic body.
Now here's someone who needs no introduction. It is Ray of the planet Jakku. Ray has been with us all 3 seasons so far, and she has made it to the final stage of the Lost Legos Finals 2 of those 3 years. Will this be the year she finally claims the title of champion? I'm not sure, but let's go to the course and see how she's doing. She's through the Ferris wheels more gracefully than anyone's been, and the warped wall is no challenge for a veteran like Ray. Great job, Ray. She's our 5th finalist, and may the force be with you this year. Chuck of Angry Bird Island is at the Twisted Steps. It's hard being this short and making it over the Twisted Steps, that's for sure. And the 4th step twisted and threw him into the water. Next we have Sweet Mayhem of the Sistar system. She is at the wall lifts. The first one didn't seem too difficult, but the second one is very heavy, and it has claimed another victim. We'll see you later, Sweet Mayhem. And Team Pratt is cheering on their 3rd member of the Pratt group. It is Star-Lord of the Guardians of the Galaxy at the salmon ladder. He's looking very smooth. Oh no, he has slipped, and he is disqualified. Team Pratt looks very upset by this loss. It's the first year none of them have advanced. And here is the Clown Prince of Crime, the Joker. He is through the Twisted Steps. His fellow DC villains are cheering him on as he makes his way through the beam crawl, and he is fallen. But that seems okay because he has a smile on his face. How nice. Our final competitor of the evening is Deadpool. He is from Canada, and he is just twirling those swords around. Deadpool has been with us all 4 years, and it shows as he confidently makes his way through the first few obstacles. The wall lifts, not a challenge for Deadpool. He makes his way over the Twisted Steps. He looks very steady and balanced. Let's take a look back at some of the entrances Deadpool's made over the years. In Season 1, he revved up his bike on the stage as he took a bow. Season 2, he pulled right up to the stage with that bike. And then in Season 3, he drove that motorcycle right into the water. I wonder where the bike was this year. Maybe he lost it in the Disney Fox business acquisition. He is making his way to the final obstacle, and no problem at all for Deadpool. He is our 6th and final competitor who will advance to the finals. Good work. Well, that was a crazy night, and hopefully it was worth the wait. Here are our 6 winners. All 6 of them will advance to the finals, and we will not keep you waiting as long for the next round of qualifiers, so stay tuned, and be sure to share this with your friends if you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching.
Hello, everyone. We're ready for our 3rd round of qualifiers here in New Brick City. An excited crowd is gathered to see Lego Ninja Warrior in this city for the first time.
We are thrilled and grateful to be in New Brick City, especially after they hosted the field game event last year. It's really exciting to be back. Let's see what's on the course tonight.
On today's course, the competitors will start with the shrinking steps. The second obstacle is the return of the monkey bars from the New Brick City Field Games event. Next, the competitors will have to make their way across the unstable steps. The cliffhanger is a new challenge and the 4th obstacle to overcome. The salmon ladder is the 5th obstacle, followed by another new obstacle, the log leap, which will require endurance and timing. The final obstacle is the warped wall. The 6 best competitors will advance to the finals, so good luck, everyone.
Up first, we have Ross Geller, a paleontologist from New York City. He's looking spry on the course so far, especially for someone who's doing a lot of research or teaching in class. And he's at the monkey bars. Ross has fallen at the monkey bars. Too bad to see him out.
You guys, Rachel, I'm sorry. I don't know what to say.
Next, we have Tracer, a former Overwatch agent and our first member of the Overwatch team to participate, and she made it over the cliffhanger without any problem. The salmon ladder is next, and she is flying through without a sweat. But it looks like she couldn't hang on to this new obstacle, and Tracer is out. We'll see you later. Here is a fan favorite from Season 1, reappearing after all these years. It is Zane, the Ninja of Ice. Looking back at Season 1, he went to the Lost Legos Finals, and he nearly completed the course, but he ran out of time at the very end and was disqualified. We were sorry to see him go, but we are excited to see Zane back in action. And he is up the warped wall and is the first competitor of New Brick City to finish. Great job, Zane. Next is a young lady from Kansas, Dorothy, who has brought her friends from the land of Oz to cheer her on as she gets through the monkey bars. The unstable steps are in front of her. This is a tough obstacle, and it looks like she was not able to make it across those unstable steps. We'll see you, Dorothy. A group of villains took on the course next. We had Rex Dangervest, an archaeologist from Bricksburg who was defeated by the Cliffhanger. Following him, we had Mojo Jojo, supervillain to Townsville and the Powerpuff Girls. This mutant monkey was ironically defeated by the Monkey Bars. And then the Shredder, the leader of the Foot Clan, who came all the way from Japan, was unable to keep his footing on the unstable steps. Following the villains, we had Shakespeare, the ancient playwright from England, taking on the Cliffhanger. He brushed past that, and next we have the Salmon Ladder. Oh no, looks like Shakespeare's losing his grip, and Shakespeare has fallen into the water. We're sorry to see you go. A handful of our lady ninjas took on the course next. Mulan, a warrior from China, was bested by the Cliffhanger and fell into the water. Mae Jemison followed her. She's one of the first lady astronauts in space, but the Salmon Ladder tripped her up and she was disqualified. But then Parker Jackson, a ghost hunter from Newberry, made it past the log leap and was able to get up the warped wall and become our second qualifier to advance to the next round. Great job. Next, we have another returning face from Season 1. It is Aquaman of Atlantis. He is at the Cliffhanger and making his way over. Let's take a look back at Season 1. He was in the Blockville qualifiers and made it up the Salmon Ladder, but the anchor swing was his downfall. Let's go back to where we are now. He looks a little different this year. He's brunette and not blonde, and a little more muscular. But the log leap, a very difficult obstacle tonight. Here is an unusual kind of competitor. It is a gingerbread man from the North Pole. His wife and child are cheering him on from the side. Let's see what the gingerbread people can do on this kind of course. Oh, he has fallen at the first obstacle. That's too bad. Next, at the beginning of the course, we have Aang, the avatar from the Southern Air Temple. Last year, he was a wild card shoo-in at the end, and he made it to Stage 2 of the Lost Lego Finals. But unfortunately for Aang, he was unable to get through the slab lifts, and he was disqualified. But let's see how he does this year. He is at the Cliffhanger, and earth bending is one of his fortes, so it's no surprise he got past the Cliffhanger. His friends are cheering him on from the side. Go Team Avatar. And Aang is getting through the log leap, and he just gracefully leapt across there like a leaf in the wind. Great job. He is moving up the warped wall, and Aang will be our third qualifier to finish. We will see him in Los Legos again. Awesome. Our next few competitors tried valiantly, but ultimately failed on the course tonight. Steve Nash, a former NBA player, fell on the Salmon Ladder. Next, Lady Liberty, a statue from New York City, was making her way across the Cliffhanger, but did not transition onto the platform at the end and ended up into the water. We're sorry to see her out. And then we had Fred Flintstone from Bedrock get across the chain swing. His family and friends are cheering him on from the side. The monkey bars were too tough for him to handle, and he was also out. A super is at the Salmon Ladder. It is Frozone from Metroville. He has looked very smooth tonight. He is through the log leap, almost fell off, but made it over that difficult obstacle. He has the warp wall left, and it doesn't look like it's going to be a problem for Frozone. He is advancing to Los Legos. We are excited to see him, as he is our fourth qualifier to finish the course tonight.
Frozone, what is your secret?
My secret is my super suit.
Back at the starting line, we have Will Turner, a former blacksmith, now pirate. His family's cheering him on from the sideline. Let's see how Mr. Turner does. He is making his way through the steps. Oh, but his footing got lost, and he is out of this competition. Our next competitor is Jack Skellington from Halloween Town. Can't imagine there's a lot of muscle under that shirt, but we'll see how he does. Oh, and it looks like the monkey bars were too much of a strain, but he's still smiling. Good for you, Jack. And halfway through the course, we have Eris, an eagle warrior from Chima. She has the Cliffhanger in front of her. As she's making her way across, she's slowing down, and unfortunately, she has slipped. That has been a difficult obstacle tonight. Next, we have a criminal from outer space. It is Frenzy. He has a unique tall body type, and he has fallen at the unstable steps. Let's take a look at that again. That is a good shot we have, as he was stretched out and unable to keep his grip, even with that long torso. And then we had Ellie Sattler, a paleobotanist from Montana. Wow, we've had a lot of Jurassic kind of characters here tonight. And she is at the warped wall. She is working her way up. And yes, Ellie will be advancing to the next round. Great job. Our other wild card competitor from Season 3, Abraham Lincoln, is with us tonight. Here is how he performed in the Los Legos Finals last year. He got halfway through the course, but was disqualified. He is halfway through the course here in New Brick City, and he is going up the salmon ladder. President Lincoln's looking good so far. He is halfway through the log leap. Here's the tough part. The transition did not go well for him. We are sorry about that.
President Lincoln, how long did you train for?
7 years.
We are down to our 25th and final competitor to take on the New Brick City qualifiers. It is Jango Fett, the bounty hunter. He is the father of Boba Fett, who we have seen compete a few times in the past. Boba's even made it to the Los Legos Finals. Does his old man have what it takes to get to that stage as well? Well, we're about to find out. He is at the unstable steps. All of these obstacles tonight have been very difficult for our competitors, but Jango is making short work of everything he comes across. The cliffhanger is now behind him, and he is more than halfway through. His bounty hunter friends and son Boba are looking on from the sidelines. He's halfway through the log leap and through. All that's left is the warped wall. Jango is making his way up. He is over, and he is our 6th and final competitor to make it through. Great work, Jango. Well, that was an exciting night filled with new competitors and new obstacles. Here are our 6 winners who will be advancing to the Los Legos Finals. Great job to all those that competed and to those who advance. And here is a sneak peek of the Billington qualifiers. And also, here is a shout out to my mom, who contributed to our Patreon. There she is on the right. We were excited to have her as part of the audience. Thank you everyone for watching. We are excited to continue the series, and we hope you enjoyed this episode. Stay tuned for more.
We are in Billington for a special round of qualifiers. Why is it special? Well, this round is for senior citizens only. We'll see what this group's age and experience brings to our Lego Ninja Warrior competition.
Thank you for that intro. Welcome, everyone. We are excited for this 4th episode in Season 4. The audience has taken their seats, and let's see what the course has in store tonight.
Tonight, our senior ninjas will start with the usual Season 4 shrinking steps. Then, they'll swing across to the returning ceiling fan leap from Season 3. The third obstacle is the Domino Step Challenge, which has made several past appearances. A reworked obstacle is next, the Reverse Floating Steps. Then they'll face the regular-sized salmon ladder, followed by the barrel slide, which will test our seniors' grip and strength. The final obstacle is the warped wall. Each ninja to complete the course will advance to the finals. Good luck, everyone!
First up tonight, we have Magneto, the mutant leader of the Brotherhood of Mutants. He is going across the shrinking steps. The first obstacle is behind him. The ceiling fan leap is next, and he is across. The domino steps have been a challenge for many competitors in the past. Magneto is making his way up, and the 4th to 5th step beat him. Sorry. Much like Magneto and many of our other competitors, Reinhardt is a first-timer on the Ninja Warrior course. He is up the domino steps, he has the reverse floating steps in front of him, and he made it look like it was a breeze. The salmon ladder is up, he's the first to attempt it tonight, and he has slipped off. Reinhardt is down, and he has taken off his helmet. Grandpa Abe Simpson was next. We had the chance to interview him about how he trained for the course just a few moments ago. I tied an onion to my belt, which was the style at the time, and in those days nickels had pictures of bumblebees on them. Give me 5 bees for a quarter, you'd say. Now where were we? Oh yeah, the important thing was... Yikes, wow, that was a boring story. But Abe Simpson is the first to finish the course. Way to go, Grandpa Simpson. Looking back at last year, Beetlejuice failed on the chain slide, but this year he is toward the end of the course. He's going down the barrel slide, and he has made it. He only has the warped wall in front of him, and the Vulture and Batman, his 2 buddies, are looking on as he scales the warped wall. Looks like he's going to make it. And yes, Beetlejuice is our second competitor to be advancing. Way to go. Right behind Beetlejuice is the Wicked Witch of the West. She is transitioning to the barrel slide, and oh no, she has fallen in the water, and yikes, she melted. Change the camera angle. That was unsightly, folks. Sorry you had to see that. Our first casualty on the course. Next up is Master Wu. He made it to the Lost Legos finals last year, and he is halfway through the course tonight. He has the reverse floating steps in front of him. He's halfway through. Oh, he lost his footing, and down he went. Two additional legendary masters followed Master Wu. First was Master Splinter from New York. He made it mostly up the salmon ladder, but was unable to keep his grip and fell into the water. Following him was Master Yoda of the Jedi Council. He made it to the barrel slide, but lost his grip halfway down and went right into the water.
Master Yoda, how are you feeling?
Failed, I have. Into exile, I must go.
Wow, that was a bit dramatic.
Another master of mystical powers followed. It was the Ancient One from the Marvel Universe. She is at the Warped Wall. She was unable to win last year, but she has become our third competitor to finish tonight. Great job, Ancient One. We'll see you at the finals. Back at the start of the course is Doctor Who, about to take on the ceiling fan leap. Last year, Doctor Who made it through most of the Billington qualifiers and made it to the finals, but he lost his footing on the first obstacle and was out. Let's see how he does this year. He is about halfway through the course. He has the reverse floating steps in front of him. He's down one, onto two, but he has slipped into the water. Sorry, Doctor Who. I guess not this year. Representing the often forgotten adventurers theme is Dr. Kilroy at the shrinking steps. This is a tough obstacle, tougher than it looks, and it tripped up Dr. Kilroy. We're sorry to see you go. Too bad. Our second competitor to represent the women of NASA this season is Nancy Roman. She's making her way across the shrinking steps. Her fellow female astronauts are watching on from the sideline. The ceiling fan leap is before her, and she has lost momentum, and she's out. We are a bit more than halfway through our competitors as Gandalf the Grey finishes the ceiling fan leap and begins his ascent up the domino steps. He's almost through. Oh, he's slipped. He's just gripping on. Will he be able to pull himself up? He's trying to say something to his fellowship friends.
Fly, you fools!
And Gandalf, he's fallen into the water. Just a bit ahead of Gandalf was Santa Claus. He is at the salmon ladder. Last year, Santa Claus did really well in the first part of the finals. He made it more than halfway through the course, but he wasn't able to keep his grip and he fell. And looks like the barrel slide has claimed Santa's victory this year. Sorry to see you go. Up next is a master builder who happens to also be blind. It is Vitruvius of the Lego Movie. He is at the Warped Wall and he is beginning its climb. It looks like we have our fourth competitor to advance to the finals. Great job, Vitruvius. At the shrinking steps is Indiana Jones's father, Henry Jones Sr. of Scotland. He has the ceiling fan leap in front of him. He makes the leap, but he's in the water. Great attempt, though. Commissioner Gordon of Gotham is next. He's waving to his daughter Batgirl at the starting line. He begins the shrinking steps, and it looks like he's clotheslined himself on the last step, and he's out. But his friends and family are there to give him a warm welcome. Kaiken of the Exoforce is the next to take on the course. He is past the ceiling fan leap. The domino steps are in front of him as his team watches from the sideline, and he tripped on the third step, and he's disqualified. Next is Doc Brown. This is not his first time at the Lego Ninja Warrior. He has the reverse steps in front of him, and he has slipped off the first one and had bad footing. Sorry, Doc. We've had some great showings by our senior citizens tonight, but we are down to our final competitor. It is Albus Dumbledore, the headmaster of Hogwarts. He begins his run across the shrinking steps. He has a huge crowd from Hogwarts here to cheer him on, friends old and young. He is up the domino steps. He's making some great time as he makes his way through the course. The reverse floating steps look like they gave him a hard time, but he is through. The audience is loving watching this performance. He is at the Warped Wall now, and he's making his ascent. He is up, and he will be advancing to the finals. Great job, Dumbledore. That was quite a run. And that concludes the Billington qualifiers. Thanks everyone for joining us. Here are our 5 winners who will be advancing to the Lost Legos finals. We appreciate everyone tuning in and staying fans. Please keep on watching as we have 2 more rounds of qualifiers and then the finals. Take care.
Welcome everyone to this season's 5th round of qualifiers here in Mock City. Everyone's excited to get this round started.
It is very exciting to be back in beautiful Mock City, and we have a great group of competitors that are eager to get started. Let's see what's on the course tonight.
Our competitors will begin this round with the Season 4 Shrinking Steps. Next, the return of the box slide from Season 3 must be crossed. A new obstacle is next, the expanding jumps. They'll put our ninjas' agility to the test. Another new obstacle, the devil steps, will be a test of upper body strength. The classic salmon ladder will follow as the 5th obstacle. The bar slide returns from Season 2 with some difficult changes to try our competitors. The final obstacle is the warped wall. Our ninjas must scale the wall and ring the buzzer to advance to the finals. Best of luck!
First up, we have Harley Quinn, a longtime competitor on this series, and she is debuting a new look and looking fly. Let's take a look back. Harley has been with us since Season 1, where she debuted on the Bricktown qualifiers. She's been to the finals twice, but last year she struggled. Let's see how she does with this new obstacle, the expanding jumps. She is off to a good start, but looks like that second to last jump was too far for her. That's okay, her lady friends from DC are there to comfort her. First-timer Gru from the Despicable Me series is past the devil steps and approaching the salmon ladder. As a newcomer, these are all new obstacles to him, and looks like he slipped off the bar and is disqualified. But the minions look happy that he was here. Thor is at the revamped bar slide. He really impressed us last year with his strength, but this leap here is very dangerous for our competitors. And Thor didn't make the jump. He looks like he's one angry god of thunder down there. Right behind Thor is Lance from the Nexo Knight series. He has been with us a few years, but this looks like it might be his year as he approaches the final obstacle, the warped wall, and he is up, our first competitor to complete the course tonight. Great job! Raj, an astrophysicist from Pasadena and of Big Bang Theory fame, is about halfway through the course and is making his way across the devil steps. Last year, he was with us in the Mock City qualifiers, and he stumbled about halfway through and has never been to the finals. Will this be Raj's year? A good group of his friends and scientists are here cheering him on as he finishes the bar slide. Only the warped wall is between Raj and making it to the finals in Los Legos. He begins his ascent, and he's up, our second qualifier to make it through the course. Great job, Raj.
Congrats, Raj! Now, I hear you have a hard time speaking with women. I guess the rumor was true.
Finn from the land of Oo is at the start of the course. He has the box slide in front of him. He begins to slide across, and it looks like he's derailed and unable to get himself back on. Sorry, Finn. Looks like you're out. Hope Van Dyne, a.k.a. the Wasp, is at the expanding jumps. She is working her way down it, but she slipped over one, tripped right into the water, and she's out. Johnny Thunder, an adventurer from Australia, is more than halfway through the course. The salmon ladder is before him. He begins climbing up, and he has slipped, must have lost his grip, and he is disqualified. And here's a competitor from Season 2, Chirrut. He has the box slide, which he has never faced before, and looks like he's running out of steam. He's losing his grip, and he's in the water. Sorry, Chirrut. Longtime competitor Groundskeeper Willie, a fan favorite, is making his way at the start of the course. He is a veteran at obstacles like the box slide, and so far, the obstacles are not providing a challenge to Willie. Let's take a look back at his LEGO Ninja Warrior history. In Season 2, he made it to the finals and was able to climb Mount Lego, but did not finish with a fast enough time. Last year, he also made it to the finals. Let's see if he has it in him to make it through the course tonight. He's more than halfway as he begins his climb up the salmon ladder. He has several friends from Springfield cheering him on as he goes. Let's see if Willie can make it to the end. He has the warped wall in front of him. He's done this several times, so we expect him to make it right up, and he has. Willie is our third competitor to advance to the finals. Way to go, Willie. Katara, a waterbender from the Southern Water Tribe, made it to the Devil Steps, but fell into the water. Fortunately, Team Avatar was there to cheer her on. Next, a newcomer, SpongeBob SquarePants, who has helped train other competitors like Patrick, made it to the expanding jumps, but his short legs were too short to make it across those long leaps, and he was disqualified. Another newcomer, Azari, made it to the Devil Steps, but lost her grip halfway through and fell, and was disqualified. We are about halfway through our competitors, and we have a real-life ninja with us next. It is Kai, the Ninja of Fire. Last year, he made it through the qualifiers here in Mock City and went to the finals, but the challenges there were too much for him. Will he be able to make it through the qualifying round tonight? He has the salmon ladder next. This is no problem for a veteran like him. He has the new bar slide, though, and this has been tough. It looks like he's unable to get over that, and he has fallen. Krager of Chima is next, and this has been a tough obstacle tonight. Will he be another victim of the expanding jumps? And he almost made it, but was unable to get past that last jump. Sorry, Krager. Agent Jack Fury is next. He has the box slide in front of him, and he begins the slide across. Looks like he's taken an early leap, and he looks good. Whoop. Let's take another look at that from another angle. He did not land on the platform correctly and fell backwards. We have seen a few competitors come from the Toy Story series, including Woody and Buzz Lightyear, but this is Bo Peep's first appearance. And so far, shrinking steps and the box slide don't seem to be a challenge for her. We hear that she's been training with those other competitors and getting ready to take on the challenge tonight. Let's see how far Bo Peep can go. She has the devil steps behind her and the salmon ladder next. She begins climbing up the salmon ladder. She's still looking good. And we are really excited to see this newcomer do so well tonight. She has the warped wall next, and it looks like she's going to be going on to the finals. Way to go, Bo Peep. She looks a little tired there, but who could blame her? It was a tough course. While Bo Peep was our first lady ninja of the night to complete the course, the next few ladies struggled. Shell was unable to complete the bar slide, and then Tariel of Mirkwood was looking solid on the salmon ladder until she got off balance and fell into the water. And then Elsa, a newcomer from Arendelle, made it to the box slide, but fell off the track and went into the water. Our final lady ninja of the Mock City qualifiers was Wonder Woman, and she made it through the course like a breeze. She will be representing Mock City, and we are excited to see her in the finals. Musical legend John Lennon is next. He is making his way over those shrinking steps, and he did not land on the platform after the chain swing. We're sorry to see you go, John. Speed Racer is hoping that this is his year. He is past the expanding jumps, and the other new obstacle, the Devil Step, is in front of him. And he lost his grip and fell off, and he is out of here. Stripe from the movie Gremlins is at the expanding jumps. This has been tough for everyone tonight, and he tripped and has fallen off the side, meaning he is disqualified. He looks pretty upset about it. Our final competitor of the Mock City qualifiers is Savage Opress from the planet Dathomir. He is a relative of Darth Maul, and for those that may remember, Maul has been with us every year, and he must be training him hard because Savage is showing no signs of sweat as he makes his way through the course. And there's Maul and Asajj Ventress watching Savage as he makes his way up the Devil Steps, and he has leapt right past the second half of the Devil Steps and takes on the Salmon Ladder next. He's showing no signs of stopping as the audience cheers on this final energetic run. He has the bar slide next. This has cost a lot of competitors the night, but he is over. Only the warp wall remains between Savage and the finals, and we're guessing he's going to make his way right up, and he has. Savage will be representing his home world this year, as Darth Maul did not make it to the qualifiers, but we're excited for Savage.
Savage, great job! Anyone you want to thank?
My brother for training me.
Awesome. We'll see you in Los Legos.
Well, that was an exciting round of qualifiers. Thank you to all of our ninjas who competed, and our 6 finalists will be advancing to the Los Legos final shortly. And we only have one round of qualifiers left. It is in Blockville, and we'll be enjoying that episode soon. So please stay tuned and keep cheering on your favorite ninjas as they get ready to take on the Los Legos finals.
Hello everyone! Welcome back to the final round of qualifiers for Season 4 here in Blockville. We're excited for this challenging course.
We're really excited for this 6th round of qualifiers. Let's see what's in store for the competitors tonight.
On this final round of qualifiers, we'll see the shrinking steps, followed by the return of the bar swing, an upper body challenge, and then a new obstacle, the spinning platform. The 4th obstacle will be the ring slide. Watch out for the jump on this one. The salmon ladder will follow, continuing to test the competitor's strength. The return of the hanging shells from Season 1 is the 6th obstacle, and to finish out the course, the competitors must scale the warped wall and ring the buzzer. Good luck, everyone!
First up, we have Natasha Romanoff, aka Black Widow. She is a member of the Avengers, and she is also a former LEGO Ninja Warrior champion. We are excited for her to start the event. She is taking on the new obstacle, the spinning platform, and she's through it quite gracefully. Let's take a look back at the Season 2 footage. Here she is climbing Mount Lego, which she did faster than any of the other finalists, and she became the champion that year. What a year that was. We're rooting for her to do something great this year. Let's go back to where she is on the return of the hanging shelves. It's a tough obstacle, and this is a difficult transition. And she slipped off. She's out. We're sorry to see her go. Now here's someone everyone is very excited to see. It is the return of Lizard Man. He debuted in Season 1 on the Blockville qualifiers and went to the finals that year. He is at the hanging shelf right now, and he has successfully navigated that last transition. He is approaching the warped wall and looks determined to make it to the finals. He is up, and he is our first competitor to finish. Great job, Lizard Man. We're excited to see you back. We only know him as Daredevil 3, extreme team member. He is at the salmon ladder, and he's almost up. It looks like he's slowing down. Oh, and he must have just lost his momentum there. Sorry to see you go. Next up, we have Princess Tamina. This is her first time as well. She is from the Prince of Persia series, and the ring slide seemed too difficult for her to make that jump. Buzz Lightyear of Star Command is past the bar swing. He has the spinning platform next, and he didn't get a good grip, slipped, and he is out. Next up, we have Thanos, the Mad Titan. He's past the spinning platform, and he has the bar slide next. This is a tough one with a tough jump. Let's see if he can make it. And no! Thanos is defeated. Newcomer Elastigirl is approaching the hanging shelves. We've seen her husband a few times in past years, but this is her first time taking on the course, and she's looking great as she does it. And there's Mr. Incredible and some friends and foes watching as she scales the warped wall, and she is our second ninja to complete the course tonight. Oh boy, we saw the Flash in Season 2, and he ran too quick last time. Let's see if he's learned from that mistake. And no, he's off the course. He was going too quickly. Is he hurt? Oh good, he's going to be okay, folks. Way to go, Flash. Next time, slow down a little bit. One of the older competitors to take on the course, Indiana Jones, is at the bar swing. Oh, he looks like he's losing his grip, and he can't make the grab to the next bar, and he's down. Next, we have the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. He is at the shrinking steps, and he's down on the second step. To be fair, he is made of marshmallow, so he probably didn't stand a chance. The Ninja Turtles are no strangers to the Ninja Warrior courses, and Leonardo is returning to take on Blockville qualifiers. We first saw Leonardo in Season 1. He made it to the finals and made it through most of the course that night, but it was the double salmon ladder that was his downfall. He couldn't make the transition, slipped into the water. Let's see how he's going to do tonight. He's at the warped wall. He takes a look up as he makes the climb, and in one go, he's up cleanly. He is our third competitor to be advancing. Great job, Leo. Newcomer 11 from Hawkins is at the bar swings. Her friends from Stranger Things watch on, but she wasn't able to finish this obstacle. Sorry to see you go, 11. The hanging shelves were a very difficult obstacle for some of our returning veterans. Ethan Hunt was unable to make the grab. He tried, but lost his grip. And then Nia, the Ninja of Water, who we've seen many times, also struggled on the hanging shelves and was unable to finish the course. We were sorry to see them both out. Right after them, we had another returning veteran, Steve of Minecraft. He has been around a while and did not make it to the finals in Season 3, but he is taking on the hanging shelves, and he made the transition. He looked like he almost lost it, but he has finished that, and he has the warped wall in front of him. He prepares to ascend, and he begins to climb, and he is up. He is our fourth competitor to advance. Great job, Steve. Another returning competitor from Season 1 is Tonto. He has made it halfway through the course. The bar slide is in front of him, and he must have just lost his grip. Next, we have Azog the Defiler, who only has one arm and his hook arm, but he's done well so far. Uh-oh, looks like his hook got stuck on the hanging shelf, but he still got it. Sorry about that. 3 new faces took on the course next. Rapunzel, a princess, was unable to finish the spinning platform. Next, we saw Doc, a power miner. He fell on the chain on the shrinking steps, and his team was very upset about that. But then Hayato from Exoforce made it up the warped wall, and he is our 5th competitor to be advancing. Chase McCain, an officer of Lego City, is halfway through the course. He's finished the bar slide. He has the salmon ladder next. This has been a tough course tonight, as a lot of competitors seem to be running out of steam at this point, and he is another victim of these upper body challenges. Tina Goldstein, an oarer from New York, is at the bar slide, and she made it through the jump, but it took too much of her strength, and she fell off. Rodney Rathbone, a monster fighter, is at the spinning platform, and whoa, that mechanical leg just shot him right over the target. And Docs, a geologist, is at the bar swing. He's beginning to make his way through, and on that third beam he slipped and fell into the water. He's out. Our final competitor of the Blockville qualifiers and of Season 4 is Wildstyle. She is a familiar face, as she's been around since Season 1. Her friends and teammates cheer her on from the side. She has a new obstacle in front of her, and she has flown right over it. She has the bar slide next. She's seen this one as well previously, and it doesn't look like it's going to be a problem for Wildstyle. Let's take a look back at her previous runs. All 3 seasons, she has scaled the warped wall with grace and ease, and at this point, we're expecting her to do it again. She has a lot of friends that are cheering her on every year, and so she has a lot counting on this. Will this be her year to make it to Mount Lego? She is past the hanging shelves. The warp wall is all that's next, and she is making her way up it. No problem for Wildstyle. She is our 6th competitor to advance. We're excited to see her in the finals. Wow, what a way to end this season's qualifiers. We've had 6 qualifiers this year, and all of them have been exciting. Now we have to look forward to the Los Legos finals and the new Los Legos Stadium. So please stay tuned for these 6 competitors and the other competitors who have all advanced to the finals. Thank you for watching. Take care. We'll see you soon.
Welcome to the Los Legos finals of Lego Ninja Warrior Season 4. We're here in the new Los Legos Stadium for this gathering of our finalists as they compete to become the Season 4 champion. Let's go to our hosts before we get Stage 1 started.
We are very excited to be in this new stadium, and the stands are filled with our fans. We know it's been a while, but we are ready to complete Season 4. This has been our biggest and most ambitious season yet, so we appreciate the patience from our fans. There are 35 finalists from our 6 qualifier rounds. Some of them are filing into the stadium now. We also have 9 wildcard competitors joining us. These are minifigures that came out after we started the qualifiers. DJ Llama, Tigger, Ebenezer Scrooge, Amelia Earhart, a Roman Gladiator, Lola Bunny, Din Djarin the Mandalorian, Cookie Monster, and Monkey Kid. Please welcome our new competitors.
Tonight's course includes the spinning platform from the Blockville qualifiers, the cliffhanger from New Brick City, the twisting steps from Bricktown, the glass wedge from Legoopolis, and finally, the extreme salmon ladder. Those that hit the buzzer will advance to Stage 2.
Our first competitor is Sonic the Hedgehog from Legoopolis. Remember, he was our Season 3 champion, and we expect big things from him, but keep in mind, a lot of these obstacles are from our prior courses, and none of these competitors have seen all of these obstacles at any given time, so there could be a slip-up at any moment. But Sonic's looking good so far. He has the extreme salmon ladder left. It's a tall climb, but it looks like he's going to make it. He just has to swing across to the final platform, and Sonic will be advancing to Stage 2. Rey Skywalker is another long-time, serious competitor here, and she is finishing Stage 1 without breaking a sweat. Great job, Rey. The next 2 lady competitors struggled. Ellie Sattler took on the twisting steps, but she slipped off. It's a tough one. And then next, our first wildcard competitor, Amelia Earhart, took on the cliffhanger, but lost steam halfway through and fell into the water. Sorry to see you go. Marty McFly is through the glass wedge. This is his first time in the finals, despite being a longtime competitor. And he's beginning the salmon ladder. Ooh, he lost his grip, fell into the water, and he's out of here. Wildstyle is another seasoned competitor, and she is at the top of the salmon ladder, and she's rung the buzzer and will advance. Nice work. Din Djarin from the very popular Mandalorian series is our second wildcard competitor, and he's finishing the glass wedge. He's looking very strong down there. We know he's a very in-shape bounty hunter, and he's moving his way up the extreme salmon ladder. And yes, it looks like our first wildcard competitor is finished. And right behind him is another Mandalorian, Jango Fett, who also has finished the course. Nice. Hayato of the Exoforce is halfway through the course. He is on the glass wedge. This is a tough obstacle, and he lost his grip. He is disqualified. Monkey Kid is our third competitor from the wildcard group. He is going right up the extreme salmon ladder. He must be an extreme competitor because he didn't skip a beat out there. And right behind Monkey Kid is Aladdin. Looked like he almost fell off on the final platform, but he will be advancing to stage 2 as well. Excellent work. Tigger from the Winnie the Pooh series is our fourth wildcard competitor. He is at the twisting steps. His friends from the 100-acre woods are watching on. He has the glass wedge in front of him, and that bar slipped right between the wedges. Our first senior citizen competitor from Billington is the Ancient One, but the salmon ladder proved too difficult. Diva from Overwatch was right behind her. She's representing Legoopolis, and she will be advancing to stage 2. Avatar Aang is at the starting line. He was a wildcard competitor last year and did quite well in the finals, and he has made it to the finals this year as a regular competitor. His friends are watching from the stands. Everyone is cheering him on as he is a young, energetic competitor. He has the glass wedge finished, it looks like. Yes, he's through. The salmon ladder is all that's between him and finishing this stage 1, and we think, yep, he has done it. Great job, Avatar Aang. Next, we have Shaggy from Bricktown. He is a long-time competitor, but this is his first time making it to the finals. He is at the glass wedge. It's really exciting to see some of these competitors make it to the finals after years of competing so hard. And it looks like Shaggy's showing off even more of his power than we've seen before as he finishes the course, and he will be moving on. Excellent work, Shaggy. Next, we have Lizard Man, a Blockville finalist. He is here at the finals for his first time as well, and he will also be advancing. This is really exciting stuff. Elastigirl is at the glass wedge, and she's through it. That has been a difficult obstacle today. The salmon ladder's in front of her. She's slowing down, and she's into the water. Sorry to see you go, Elastigirl. Lance from the Mock City competition is with us now at the cliffhanger. He makes the jump. Oh, he almost slipped back into the water, but he's moving forward to the treacherous twisting steps, and they prove too treacherous for him. He is disqualified. We have Abraham Simpson, known as Grandpa Simpson. He's one of our senior citizens taking on the cliffhanger, and the cliffhanger was too difficult. Ran out of steam. After those defeats, we had two competitors, longtime competitors, go all the way to the end. We had Lloyd Garmadon finish the course, and then Deadpool, who always makes a joke of everything as he strikes a pose there, also finished the course in advance. Next, we have Bo Peep from the New Brick City qualifiers. This is her first time in the competition. She showed a lot of grit on her first run, but today she seems to be going a little bit slower than she has. Oh, I'm afraid she is disqualified. Next is a Roman Gladiator, one of our wildcard competitors. That helmet looks very heavy as he tries to jazz up the audience. Oh, the helmet threw him right over the edge. He looks pretty upset about his apparel choice. Steve of Minecraft, one of our Blockville competitors, is a longtime favorite and is no stranger to a lot of these obstacles. He moves on to the salmon ladder. The audience is cheering him on, and this is an exciting run as he finishes as well. Great job, Steve. Raj from Mock City and of Big Bang Theory fame has made a lot of improvements as he's competed this season, but this is a tough obstacle, and it looks like it's claimed another victim. Sorry to see you go, Raj. Way to be here. Shuri, the younger sister of King T'Challa, is standing in for her brother, who, as we look back earlier this season, was a finalist. He's been a great competitor as we've seen him compete a few times. Unfortunately, King T'Challa passed away between the qualifiers and the finals, and so we're excited to see his sister here as she is finishing the course and will be advancing. Great job and way to represent your brother. We're sorry he couldn't be here. Savage Opress of Mock City is here for his first time in the finals and in the competition. He begins the glass wedge, another very difficult obstacle, and he is slipped off. Unfortunately, this is the same obstacle that his brother Darth Maul fell on, and they were training together. You'd think they would have been more prepared for this obstacle. And there's Darth Maul in the stands. He looks very upset about this. Perhaps his path down the dark side just became darker.
Competing right after Savage is Wonder Woman. She has been to the finals a few times before, and we're excited to see her advance to Stage 2. Next up, we have a very popular contestant from prior years. It is groundskeeper Willie. He has been all the way to the last stage of the finals here in Los Legos. Let's see what he's working with today. He is making his way across the course as many members from Springfield watch on, including those in Mr. Burns' box. And they were not disappointed as Willie will be advancing. Next up, we have Leonardo, who is right behind Willie, and he will also be advancing to Stage 2. And then from Legoopolis, we had Batgirl, who is not as much a veteran as these other competitors, but she will be making her way to the next round as well. Next, a group of senior citizens took on the course. Ebenezer Scrooge, one of our wildcard competitors, fell at the twisting steps, and he didn't seem to have much Christmas cheer after that. Albus Dumbledore, the head of Hogwarts, fell on the cliffhanger after he lost his grip and went into the water. And then Vitruvius, one of our blind competitors from Billington, fell on the first obstacle, which was unfortunate. And here comes another wildcard competitor. It is the Party Llama from the video series, which just came out this year. He's doing quite well on the course as he has the salmon ladder in front of him. He begins, it looks like he almost lost his grip, and he did lose his grip. Too bad. Next, another wildcard competitor is Cookie Monster, picking up right where Party Llama left off, and Cookie Monster will be advancing as he munches away on some snacks. Captain Jack Sparrow from Legoopolis is at the twisting steps. Another difficult obstacle that has claimed another good competitor. Sorry to see you go, Captain. Following Jack Sparrow, we have Parker Jackson, a newcomer to our series. She is at the cliffhanger, and halfway across, she fell into the water and is disqualified. Aragorn, a ranger from the north, is starting the course. He is from Legoopolis. We saw him last year, but he was unable to finish his qualifying round. But he is looking much stronger this year. He is at the twisting steps, which has claimed a lot of good names today, and he flew right over it. He has friends up in the Baggins box, and more friends from across Middle-earth watching on as he tackles the salmon ladder and jumps on the second-to-last rung. He will be advancing. Great job. Our final senior citizen to take on the course from Billington is Beetlejuice. He's at the glass wedge, and he's already looking like he's off, and he's disqualified. Frozone, our final superhero to take on the course, is halfway up the salmon ladder, and he's in the water, which is too bad. We wanted to see our last superhero succeed, but not everyone can make it to the end. Good job, though. Our final finalist is Zane of Ninjago, representing New Brick City. He's at the start of the course as his teammates, many of whom are competitors and finalists, watch on. He has the glass wedge in front of him. Fun fact about Zane, he was in the finals of Season 1, but unfortunately ran out of time on the first part of the qualifiers and was disqualified. It looks like Zane will be advancing, and a great win for our final finalist. Way to go. Well, that was a lot of finalists to get through, but what an exciting Stage 1 we've had here in Los Legos. 22 competitors out of the 44 will be advancing. It just so happens to be a perfect split of those who succeeded and those who were disqualified. Stay tuned as this group tackles Stage 2. Thanks for watching. Here we are for Stage 2. Let's see what's on the course.
Our competitors in Stage 2 will face 5 returning obstacles, including the ceiling fan leap from Billington, the seesaw from Legoopolis, the devil steps from Mock City, the 2 wall lifts from Bricktown, and the domino steps from Billington. Any Lego ninjas that make it to the buzzer will advance to Stage 3. Good luck!
First up for stage 2 is Aladdin of Agrabah. He's past the ceiling fan leap. Here comes the seesaw from Legoopolis. If you recall, this obstacle was very challenging and claimed a lot of victims, but Aladdin is through. His friends up in the Disney box are cheering him on as he comes up on the wall lifts. Uh-oh, looks like he's having a hard time with these very heavy objects. And yep, he's calling it quits. And coming through the wall lifts is the mystery solver Shaggy, who is using an unknown percentage of his real power, but this course has not been a challenge for Shaggy. He will be advancing to stage 3. Congrats. Next we have Zane of Ninjago, who's right behind Shaggy. He's going up the domino steps, and just like that, we have 2 of our competitors advancing right at the beginning of stage 2. Back at the course start, we have Cookie Monster. His Sesame Street friends are cheering him on. He makes the leap and just does not make a connection with the ceiling fan. Sorry, Cookie Monster. Groundskeeper Willie is no stranger to the Lost Legos finals, but he has the very treacherous seesaw in front of him, and just like that, the seesaw claims one of our fan favorite characters. Sorry to see you out, Willie. Next we have Batgirl of Gotham, also at the seesaw, and she slipped on the front end of the obstacle. It is a tough one. Already 2 victims to the seesaw. How disappointing. Wild Style has been with us every season of this show, and she is a very determined competitor. She advances past the seesaw. Her friends up in the Lego stands are cheering her on. She is at the second wall lift, and it looks like it was heavy, but she made it through. The domino steps are all between her and stage 3, and yep, Wild Style will be moving on. Congratulations. Monkey Kid is one of our wild card competitors, meaning he's only in the Lost Legos finals, but he's doing super well so far as he makes it halfway through the course. Whoops, almost lost it in the water, but he has the wall lifts in front of him, and they look like they might be too tough for this kid to get off the ground. He is disqualified. The Ranger Aragorn is next to take on the seesaw, and with his elvish training, he makes it over quite gracefully. But looks like the Devil Step's giving him a tough time, and he has slipped into the water. He is disqualified. The Lloyd Garmadon is at the end of the course as he makes it up to the buzzer. He is our second Ninjago competitor to make it through this course. Din Djarin, the Mandalorian, is through the seesaw. He has the Devil Steps in front of him. He's slowing down in the middle, and he went for the jump, but he did not make it. He is out of the competition. 11 competitors down and 11 to go. Next up, we have our Season 3 champion, Sonic the Hedgehog. He is past the ceiling fan leap. The seesaw's before him. He's taken it on once before, and just like last time, he spins right across it. The Devil Steps are a new obstacle for him. He looks like he's going to go for a long jump, and he slipped at the end, fell into the water. He will not be advancing. Shuri of Wakanda has been doing quite well, but the seesaw is a beast of an obstacle, and just like that, she has slid down the seesaw and is another victim of that tough Legoopolis obstacle. Next is Lizard Man, who took 2 seasons off but is doing quite well tonight until he did that. Uh-oh, that reminds us of how he did in Season 1. Too bad, Lizard Man, you did well though. Django Fett the Bounty Hunter is at the end of the course. He flew up the domino steps, and he has rung the buzzer to advance. Next up, we have Wonder Woman, as she goes right through those wall lifts, no problem. Someone of her strength, that's not a challenge, but any obstacle can be difficult, and it looks like she lost her footing on the domino steps. One of our most entertaining competitors, Deadpool, slips at the end of the seesaw and goes face first into the water, which is too bad. He's one of our fan favorites. Next on the course, we have Steve of Minecraft. He's at the first obstacle, and he did not dismount off the ceiling fan at the right time and jumped into the water. Let's take a moment to remind all of our fans in the audience that we have many different concession sites throughout the stadium. Please enjoy the food. Avatar Aang is at the end of the course as he jumps up, light-footed, and rings the buzzer. He will be moving on to stage 3. Way to go, Aang. And then Leonardo the Ninja Turtle has leapt over the seesaw. He has the Devil's Step before him. Between the seesaw and the Devil's Steps, those have claimed a lot of victims today, and Leonardo's no different. He is disqualified. Diva of Overwatch makes the leap off the Devil's Steps and is at the first wall lift. She has the second one in front of her, which, remember, is much heavier than the first, and she's calling it quits after one try. Longtime competitor Rey Skywalker is taken on the course as our last competitor for Stage 2. She approaches the seesaw, and it looks like she's through her grandfather. Emperor Palpatine watches from his Imperial box, and she has lifted the second wall and is moving up the domino steps. Looks like we have one more competitor to add to our Stage 3 roster. Way to go, Rey. Well, what an exciting evening we've had on Stage 2. We have 7 competitors advancing from the 22 that started Stage 2. We will see them on Stage 3 very soon. Thanks for tuning in.
Before we start Stage 3, we want to thank all our competitors that participated in Season 4, but did not make it to the finals. There were over 150 total competitors this year, and they all did a great job.
Our 7 finalists are ready to take on Stage 3 of Lost Legos. Let's see what's on the course.
For Stage 3, our 7 finalists will first face the expanding jumps from Mock City. The second obstacle is the beam crawl from Bricktown. The third obstacle is the arm rings from Legoopolis. The final obstacle is the tallest warp wall our competitors have ever seen. Whoever rings the buzzer will advance to Stage 4.
Avatar Aang is hopping across the expanding jumps. He's looking very light-footed out there. He is beginning to crawl across the beam crawl. He's looking good so far, and he dismounts safely. The arm rings are in front of him. He's looking a little tired at this point, and oh boy, it looks like he's slowing down. Yep, Avatar Aang is out of the competition, but great job. Jango Fett is at the starting point. He begins to work across the expanding jumps, and oh, he has slipped. Maybe all that Mandalorian armor weighed him down. Sorry to see you out, Jango. Up next, we have Shaggy. He has been a fan favorite this season. We've had him all 4 years, but this is the first year he's really shined. Maybe we're finally seeing that true power we've heard about and that the fans keep clamoring about. The audience is very excited to see Shaggy making his way across the course. He is finishing up at the arm rings now. He has made it further than anyone has so far tonight, and he has the very tall warp wall in front of him. Can he make it up? Everyone gets one attempt on the warped wall, just like any other obstacle, and Shaggy is up, and he will advance to Stage 4 to take on Mount Lego. Rey Skywalker is no stranger to the Lost Legos finals. She is at the arm rings, and she looks like she's going to make it across. All she has to do is get up the warp wall with one attempt. Her friends are cheering her on in the audience, and here she goes. Oh, and it looks like she just wasn't able to get up the extra height on the warped wall. She is disqualified. We have 2 members of the Ninjago team with us at Stage 3. Lloyd Garmadon has finished the arm rings, and he only has to get past the warped wall. And he's done it. He flew right up the warped wall. He's ringing the buzzer. We'll see him at Stage 4. Very exciting. The next member of the Ninjago team is Zane, and he is past the expanding jumps. He is taking on the beam crawl with a style we haven't seen before. He's not using his legs at all, and he may suffer for that. Yep, he wasn't able to keep his grip on the beam crawl throughout that entire length. Sorry to see you out. 6 competitors down, 1 to go. Last to run the course is Wild Style of the Lego Movie. She has also been with us for all 4 seasons of the show, and this is her first time making it this far in the competition. Everyone is very excited to see how she'll perform as she finishes the arm rings. All that's left is a warped wall, and she's mounted the end of the warped wall and rung the buzzer. She will be our 3rd competitor going on to Stage 4 to face Mount Lego. Wow, this is very exciting, and we are excited to see how this season concludes. Stay tuned for the last episode.
We are ready to finish with the last stage of Season 4 in Lost Legos with our 3 final competitors. The final obstacle is Mount Lego, a chain climb to a height that's taller than this stadium. The competitor with the best time will be our Season 4 champion. The winner will not be announced until all the competitors are finished, so good luck, everyone.
All right, let's take a look at our competitors. Our first competitor to take on Mount Lego is Shaggy. Shaggy has been in all 4 seasons of LEGO Ninja Warrior and struggled each season until now. His true power has finally been revealed. Second to take on Mount Lego will be Wildstyle. She has also been with us for all 4 seasons and is no stranger to the finals, but she's never made it to the final stage until now. Lloyd Garmadon will go last. This is his 3rd season in the competition. He's worked hard to be here, and we'll see what the Master of Energy can do on Mount Lego. Shaggy is starting now. He's using all of his power to fly up that chain with incredible speed. His friends are looking on as he goes all out on this climb. He's reached the top and is hitting the buzzer. Shaggy has set a high bar for the others to beat. Nice work. Wildstyle is approaching the chain, and she's off. Wildstyle has trained for years for this moment as a master builder and ninja warrior, and she's holding nothing back. She has made it to the top and the buzzer, and she and her fans are proud of that run. Great job. It's Lloyd's turn for Mount Lego, and he begins the climb. Like the other 2, he's making great time. This will be a close match no matter what happens. Lloyd has finished the ascent with another impressive run. We and the audience are very excited for the final results after an intense Stage 4. All 3 competitors did an amazing job, and they are descending Mount Lego to hear the results with us.
And here they come. Everyone did amazing, and you should be proud to be here. In 3rd place is Lloyd by a tiny margin behind Shaggy, which means our Season 4 champion is Wildstyle, Master Builder of the LEGO Movie Universe. Congratulations to you and a great job to all our competitors.
Thank you everyone for joining us for all our seasons of LEGO Ninja Warrior and cheering on our competitors. We appreciate it. Keep building your imagination.